I have to remind myself that the boy Orion is a savage. He didn't give me no time, bro. You didn't give me no time, bro. Give me like a minute, bro. Give me at least a minute, bro. That's crazy. Help, man, help. Bro, as you can see, I'm testing the Warriors with this shorts layout. So most of you who are using your phones, get on your phone and tell me how this looks. Is it displaying it as a short or what? Are you okay? Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan. I hope you feel better soon, bro. Here comes the boom. What's up, boom? I'm alright. How about you? We're gonna rank some One Piece arcs today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, as long as it's just a cold. I'll start us off. Yamato cover story S tier. Get out of here, studio. Get out of here. All right, listen. For those of you on phones, does it show the stream as a short? So I know if I did this right, because I'm not 100% sure, because I've never tried to stream as a short. I probably should have did that first, but you know, it is what it is. Experimentation is the spice of life. I just want to see if it like streams it as a short or is it got in this weird. Because the problem is my layout on YouTube doesn't make it look any different. So I'm just trying to see if it properly shows it as a short. Because if it doesn't, I'm screwed and I need to go change the settings. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to give people a little bit to get in here while we're also testing to see if it displays it as shorts content. Otherwise, I've accomplished nothing in this endeavor. And then I'm sad. Well, I know I'm live. As much so, hold on. Let me see something. I'm going to mute myself for just a second. Hold on a second. Do I look like is it playing it me as a short or is it just playing it as a normal video, studio? Oh, in the going live channel? All right, hold on. Let me look. It may have hoed me. Let me see. Why is my mother calling? Hold on a second. Okay, am I live now? Let's see. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, am I live? Am I live? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Did I do the ARC ranking already? Okay, we good? Oh my God, what? What is this layout? What? How's it look on the screen for you guys? Oh, let me turn this down before I get notifications. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you see me? It should be coming up as a YouTube Shorts thing now, which was the initial intention. But apparently, you can't just use XSplit's whole YouTube Live thing. You actually have to make like a custom. What is that? Oh, because I was muted. That's why, probably. But can you hear me, see me? Is everything working cool? Are we Gucci? I should probably be showing up like I'm supposed to. I just want to make sure it's popping up as a YouTube Shorts page, which was the initial intention. I'm experimenting, and things are weird in experiments, so this is what you get. You get experimentation time. Experimentation time? Experimentation time. I feel like that's not the right terminology, by the way. It may not be. I apologize if it's not. But I just want to make sure you can see me and it's working the way intended. It should be coming up as like a... Yes, absolutely, I'm an amateur lighting. I will take that L. I just want to make sure you guys can see me and hear me from like the proper perspective. It should be vertical like this, and you should only be able... And it, if you refresh the page or on your phone, it should pull up like a YouTube short stream. Also, I'm trying to check. Did I already rank the arcs? I'm pretty sure I haven't. But I have been gaslit before into reality, and it's never a fun thing. Realistically, I just want to get perspective on my content. So I'm just gonna check here. I'm pretty sure I haven't ranked the arcs though. Let's see. I don't think I've ranked the arcs. I have chapter reactions and everything else, but yeah. As long as you guys can hear and see me, that means I've at least gotten the basics down. I just gotta redo an introduction properly, so. Oh, god dang it. Okay, as long as you guys can hear me, that's cool. Alright. Let's see. I think we're good to go. Hopefully people will find this the way I intended. And let's get it. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, the Insane Game Freak. I apologize for the delay and the interruption. This was not intentional, but things happen through experimentation. I appreciate you guys being patient with me. Also, ramen noodles. If you ask me why, because ramen noodles are goated, and we never not eat ramen noodles in this house. Anywho, as we continue this experience, so I haven't really ranked the One Piece arcs by themselves, either in a while or not at all. I don't remember which. And let's be real here, I probably have a completely different feeling and opinion towards these arcs and chapters than I do. And so with that being stated, with that being stated, I feel like it was good to properly sit down and address the arc in its entirety and just have fun with it. So with that being stated, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna experiment here, because experimenting is the spice of life, as they say, right? At least it's in my understanding, anyway. So let's get it. Essentially, let's get it. So let's start with Romance Dawn here. So Romance Dawn, I'm assuming, is just covering up until Buggy. So that would be like the first 2 episodes, I want to say. It's not even like the first 3. I think it's like the first 2 episodes or so. All right, Lightning. I appreciate you popping through, though. So, as I said, Romance Dawn, I'm assuming, is, if we're going off of the manga, and I can't tell specifically, but I'm going to think they're going off the manga to a degree. Romance Dawn would probably be like Shanks, Luffy backstory, Zoro's introduction, like episodes 1 and 2 of the anime. It's hard to rank these early ones because, well, no, it can't be the whole East Blue if you're including fucking Buggy, Syrup Village, Baratier, Arlong Park, and Rogue Town. Those are all completely different fucking things. Like, so the way I can only address Romance Dawn is Luffy's backstory and the introduction of Zoro and Luffy and Kobe. That's the only way I'm gonna take it. Because if I take it the way you're talking about, Studio, then at that point I have to rank fucking Buggy, Kuro, Don Creek / Mihawk, and Arlong and Smoker as like all in the same tier. And I don't think they're all the same tier of arcs. Although I think they're kind of in the same vein. So the beginning arc, it's not going to be anything crazy. For Luffy's backstory, from the version of it, the base version we get, it's fine. I think it does exactly what it needs to do. I can't really say it's bad. You know what? I'll put it average. I think I put it average. Now, Buggy, I'm doing this as the arc itself. I think the Orange Town arc, which covers Nami's introduction, Zoro's like first Straw Hat related fight against another enemy pirate group. If I'm going to rank this, then for me personally, Buggy has got to go. So I have a bias of which arcs I prefer more in East Blue. Buggy is a very like neutral arc. I don't really have any hate for it. I enjoy it for what it is, and the stuff with Shushu I think is really good. So it goes here. It's only fitting that we put Buggy over Shanks. Regardless if it's relevant or not, we're putting Buggy over Shanks. Tee-hee. Next up is Syrup Village. So I know that Syrup Village doesn't get a lot of love. A lot of people don't mess with Syrup Village. And that's a personal thing. I get why people say that. But for me, I mess with Syrup Village a lot. I like Kuro's arc a lot. It has a good mixture of everything for me personally. And it's a good showcase of Usopp as a character who's not inherently physically strong, but has a lot of heart. And we correlate with the heart. We respect the heart and emotion and ambition. Don't ever disrespect the emotion and ambition of Captain Usopp. So for me personally, it's going high C tier. I don't want to put anything in B tier, Studio, because I don't want to fuck up the ranking, okay? Baratier for me is a weird arc because it's mostly focused on Sanji, Luffy, and a little bit of Zoro. Usopp kind of gets thrown to the wayside. Johnny and Yosaku are introduced. Don Krieg is a villain I think is highly underrated, partially because the live action makes him look like more of a joke than he actually is. And I think the disrespect is a little too much for me personally. I don't fucking mess with that, okay? I don't respect the disrespect that Don Krieg gets as a villain. I'm not saying he's amazing, but I think he gets a little bit more disrespect than he actually deserves. And I'm not cool with that shit. But we still have to properly review. I mean, you probably got to rank it. The Mihawk thing is very important for Zoro's character. I think it's a really good arc. I'm gonna give it a strong increase from syrup, like a strong increase. Pulled, or Mohawk pulled, but ran away from Krieg. Yeah, I think Baratier is better than Syrup Village. Allen Park has to go B tier at least. I would have given it S tier, and I low key, and I know people are gonna get mad. You know what? Allen Park is a good culmination arc, and it has a lot of good small moments that I hate that the live action doesn't include at all because one, it's a short ass live action adaptation, and two, it doesn't have the time to do the little moments. It's also Sanji's like first Straw Hat arc. Ooh, I don't want to give it S. It probably deserves at least A though. It's a very good culmination arc, and Nami's backstory hits hard as hell. And there's a lot of good character moments and development. I don't want to give it S. I'm debating. I want to save S for arcs I think genuinely deserve it. But it is an absolutely good culmination arc. Unfortunately, Logtown is a good kind of like send-off arc in introducing Smoker. But as a result, it's not anything crazy because it's not really meant to be. So I feel bad putting it low, but it's not meant to be what it is. It's probably maybe that. I think that's where I would put it. It's better than Sir Village, but I don't think it's better than Baratier. But it's hard because Logtown is meant to represent something else. Reverse Mountain's also in a similar tier of like not important, but will become important later. And I don't even know why they call this an arc when all it is them. It's just leading into Whiskey Peak. I think it's fine. I think that's the best way I can put it. Don't love it, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I can't. Unfortunately, the early One Piece arcs kind of fall into line of being just fine for me. And it's partially just due to the fact that, like, it's not even really the arc's fault as much as it's just. I don't know how to properly explain this in a way that makes sense. It's. I wouldn't call it bad. It's just. It's not meant to be anything crazy because it's an introduction to like the world and the Grand Line, and I think it serves that purpose well. And I might play around with this a little bit later. Now we're getting into the good shit. So we're getting into essentially what I call the introduction to the Alabasta saga. Now, Whiskey Peak is a short but solid arc that does a good job of introducing Baroque works, introducing Miss All Sunday, the agents, Princess Vivi, and getting us a general setup of what we're about to go through. Little Garden, I think, is better, and I think it does a lot for Usopp specifically, like it's meant to do. It also sets up the Sanji like Mr. Prince saga, which becomes extremely important as we go through these arcs, which is why I like it a lot. Whiskey Pete, Minority, Hunter Horizon. Yeah! Studio had that joke in the wings, bro. So you absolutely had that joke in the wings. If you tell me you didn't, I don't fucking believe you. But yeah, so I think that's what I would put it. I believe that's where I would put it. I think Little Garden, I think, has a lot of nice world building in it. And a lot of things. It's weird to rank One Piece arcs because One Piece arcs, like, retrospectively can get better based off of new information. Little Garden is one of those arcs. I think it gets better once you see the stuff in Enies Lobby. You see the stuff in Enies Lobby, the stuff you see in, like, Egghead. Whiskey Peak, like, gets better the more you, like, double back. If you're wondering why I said Enies Lobby, it's the Giants I'm referring to. Drum Island, I think it's weird because I think Drum Island's probably the best above average we got. Where it's not amazing, but Chopper's backstory is really good. It's a really sweet thing, how much they're willing to do for Nami. The main issue is that it kind of doesn't utilize the entire cast well. That's like my biggest problem with it. It just doesn't utilize the entire cast well. And it's partially... I don't know if I really blame the arc. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do, and I'm not really mad at how it's constructed. But it's obvious that the arc isn't meant to be like this grand thing. No, that couldn't be, because we say that for Alabasta. Alabasta to me will always be an S tier arc, and I think Alabasta doesn't sometimes get the love it deserves. People acknowledge Alabasta, but I don't think people acknowledge Alabasta. Really, once we got to Water 7 and in his lobby, no one ever talks about Alabasta. Alabasta has such good world building, a good string of fights for every character, actually. Between Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Sanji, Usopp, Chopper. They even gave a lot of the characters specific, like the Karoo stuff. Man, Count Karoo was on his business, dog. And even some interesting ways they handle villains, where certain characters become more and less relevant depending on where you're at. Man, we fuck with Alabasta hard. The best scene in Little Garden is when Broggy asks how the alcohol tasted, and Dory, who had just had a bong off in his mouth, goes, "It tasted godly." That's just a pretty hard line. That's a pretty hard line. That's a pretty hard line. So, Alabasta absolutely has to be S tier. There's not even a question. And then we come to Jaya. Jaya, I think, is really fucking good. As a setup arc, which is what Jaya is meant to be, or like I say setup to transitioning arc. It's probably, I don't know if I put it in A tier. You know what? I think I low-key will put it in A tier. Low-key. I think it was such a good arc. Oh, I love almost everything about that arc. The only thing I think the weakest part of that arc is probably the Nolan stuff. And not even all the Nolan stuff. Just like a portion of it. Well, all right, Apex, chill out. Apex, chill out. Listen, we ain't gotten to Zoe yet. Relax. Relax. We're working our way up. If you guys want to make any comments or opinions, let me know about what we're at. Because I'm Luffy meeting Radix in the bar made me realize One Piece was no joke. I hate that that's the joke he went with. It's not even like it's not even a wrong joke. It's just, how dare you, bitch. Like, that, just how dare you. How dare you. That's all I can say on that one. But yeah, I think Jiraiya to me is such a good arc. And then that also brings me to Skypiea itself. Now, a lot of One Piece fans are aware that Skypiea doesn't get a lot of love because Skypiea doesn't have a lot of correlation and importance for a lot of fans in terms of what it brings to the table or the importance to the plot and how it's just like this one-off adventure. And it's slowly but surely throughout the course of the story, Skypiea became more and more relevant in different ways. But what I want to talk about is that the arc, the "don't fight back" is a cold ass line. Skypiea to me, as time has gone on, has become a better and better arc. I think I enjoy Skypiea more as time has gone on. I used to be like, Skypiea is whatever. I think now I'm like, all right, nah, we low-key fuck with Skypiea like a lot. So a lot of people might feel some type of way for me to do it, but I recognize that Skypiea isn't on the same level as Alabasta. Alabasta's setup is fucking amazing. So, like, there's no way Skypiea was gonna lead up to that, but I think it still did a good job. But I mean, if we're talking like quality, I can recognize that people would view Skypiea lower than Jaya. Like, as much as I hate to acknowledge it, that's probably what people do. They view Skypiea lower than Alabasta. But I still think it's a really good arc. And then we get to the Foxy arc. So the Foxy arc gets like a multitude of ratings. One, the anime adds some filler into it and makes it drag out longer than the manga did, which doesn't help it. It makes it feel more drawn out and kind of slow than what I would have preferred it to be, and it ends up hurting it as a result. But the anime, specifically the dub, is so fucking funny that I don't care. I think the dub is really, really funny. And if I take it just from. This is such a weird arc to rank because it's not meant to be taken seriously. But it's still a fun arc to watch. And there's a couple of good moments with Chopper crying about being pushed into the Foxy Pirates and Zoro being like motivational. This is around the time we get a lot of the big bro Zoro moments that I fuck with so much and that I wish he did more often. We got a little bit of glimpse of it in Wano, but that's not the point. I think if I'm ranking longer and a lot of people are going to get mad because people are going to want me to put it really fucking low. But it's very much a joke arc mostly. I think for it being a joke arc, it kind of is in a weird spot. Because objectively, it probably should go about here. I think objectively, it should go here. Objectively. Personally, to put it above Reverse That Mountain to me is a little weird because Reverse Mountain adds so much to the plot and the lore, and it also sets up the events of Whiskey Pete, which then set up the events of Alabasta. So it seems weird to me to put it in the position that it's currently in. I'm very you don't understand how conflicted I am about this because it's such a weird position to have my shit in. But like I don't. Where would y'all put Long Land in y'all's opinion? Like, I'm curious. Land in y'all's opinion. Like, I'm curious. Whoops, my bad. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know where you would put it. I think I'm gonna leave it there, and I might change my mind as we continue to go through this, because we're about to get to what I consider where One Piece became mainstream and everybody wanted to watch some One Piece. Technically, this is not the only arc that's like that, but it's one of the arcs where everyone and their grandma want to get a part of that One Piece hype, right? Man, One Piece is crazy. You seen Water 7? That's fucking ridiculous. So, I think Water 7 by itself, either way, I think together or by itself, absolutely deserves S tier. As much as I would like to give Water 7, I get annoyed with Water 7 because of what it represents, but not necessarily because of it being a bad arc. It's more so just me dealing with a bunch of casuals all of a sudden thinking One Piece is amazing. I'm like, you didn't give a fuck before. Now all of a sudden you care how cool fucking Water 7 because of Water 7 and Enies Lobby. But I think Water 7 by itself, either way, is such a good arc. It's just really fucking good. Enies Lobby, on the other hand, is a weird position because to me, you can't really do Enies Lobby without Water 7. The setup for Water 7 leads to the payoffs in Enies Lobby. So to me, it's hard to separate them as two separate arcs. Also because I don't think Enies Lobby is as good if I separated them. If I separate Enies Lobby from Water 7, Enies Lobby is the weaker arc. It's not insanely weaker. It's probably like A tier is what I would say. If I got to rank them separately, Enies Lobby is probably like A tier. Mainly because, like I said, Enies Lobby is fight payoff. It's almost like they took Alabasta and cut it into two halves. Part of it's with the setup and the intrigue. And the reason why I say Water 7 is so cool, because Water 7 is like all the setup and intrigue of like. Water 7 is A tier because it has Nami's best outfit, blue shirt with tie, white skirt. Actually, that's a good outfit for her. But that's why I put Water 7 as S tier to me. I think Water 7 is a better arc than Enies Lobby, but that's not really fair because, like I said, Enies Lobby is meant to be the payoff arc. Like, Water 7 is a bunch of cool-ass setup with a bunch of cool lore and backstory as well. and Ennis Lobby is payoff. That's what Ennis Lobby is. And now I'm about to get on people's nerves because I'm going to do some reckless shit here. Ooh. Oh. Oh, no, he didn't do it. He did it. What'd you do that for? Insane Game Freak. There ain't no way Thriller Bark is that good. So I recognize I'm biased as hell when it comes to Thriller Bark. Thriller Bark does not get that much love outside of one specific scene. There's only one scene that gets love in Thriller Bark. And the crazy thing is, everyone loves that scene, but nothing fucking happens. I don't understand this absurd thing with Thriller Bark with that scene in Thriller Bark when nothing fucking happens. It's crazy to me. But yeah, Thriller Bark. Thriller Bark to me is strong A tier. It doesn't have as strong of like a setup as Water 7 or the intrigue, but I think its payoff is way better than Ennis Lobby. I like the fights. Well, let me phrase that. I like the group Straw Hat fights in Thriller Bark. The individual fights, I'm like, it's like 2 out of 3. I like Usopp's fight with Perona a lot. Actually, Usopp's fight with Perona is my favorite Usopp fight overall. I think also because he hasn't had a lot of fights, but I think his Perona fight is one of my favorites overall. The Zoro fight's good. It's not amazing, but it's good. And the Sanji fight is some comedy fuckery that we just don't talk about. But doesn't matter because I like Gecko Moria as a villain. I like Brook as a character and as a Straw Hat. And I like the crew fighting oars the whole time. The only things about Thriller Bark I'm not in love with is some of its slower pacing in the beginning. Luffy getting dicked around for so long. This explains why everyone was asleep. Shut up, Studio. You fucking savage. Leave me alone, Studio. I had opinions I wanted to talk about. Leave me alone. But my point is that Thriller Bark has its problems, but I think objectively overall is a good arc. I don't really think One Piece has truly terrible arcs, but there are arcs that are weaker than others. Shippondi Archipelago, I'm assuming, is also including the Flying Fish Rider stuff with Hachi. It's kind of hard to call that arc bad. I think it's got to go A tier. I just don't know where in A tier I put it. I think to me it's got to go above Arlong Park though. It has one of the most famous hits. One of the most famous punches in all of anime. It makes no sense to put Shippondi anywhere like near bottom. I'm trying to make sure if I'm restructuring Arlong Park. You know, I low-key want to put Jaya and Skypiea over Arlong Park. Arlong Park is a very culminating arc for like East Blue. But to say it's stronger than Jaya and Skypiea is a little wild. So I'm going to do this. I think that's how I would rank it. I think I would rank it like this. I think I rank it as Thriller Bark, Ennis Lobby, Shippondi Archipelago, Jaya, Skypiea, Arlong Park. Actually, I think I'm a little crazy to put. I think the reason why Jaya gets over Skypiea is because Jaya is shorter. Jaya does a lot of good things in a short amount of time. For considering Jaya is meant to be a setup arc, I think it's a really high praise to put it as high as I do. To be fair, Shibpondi's is kind of in the same tier where it's like a setup arc. Amazon, then we get the Amazon Lily. So Amazon Lily has my wife in it, and I love it a lot. But it's really short, and it doesn't have a lot going on. So I feel objectively it'd be wild to put it on A tier. It probably needs to go in B tier. It's no disrespect to Amazon Lily because she is my wife and I love her. Shibpondi, I can see the argument for S tier. I don't know if I would put it as S tier, but I can see the argument for it. To me, anything in A tier has enough of it can be argued for S. And when I get to the end of this, we'll have that conversation. But yeah, Amazon Lily can't go anything higher than B. I can't justifiably put Amazon Lily higher than B. I think it does well enough. I can't put it higher than B. Impel Down is a struggle though, because Impel Down to me can easily. Impel Down has a lot in it that I like. I like the team switch up, the reintroduction of Buggy, Mr. 3, Crocodile, the Bones. You got introductions to Ivankov, Izuma. I'm not putting it in here. I'm a little biased. I can recognize that. Impel Down. Ooh, I don't know if I put it A tier. I don't know if I put it. I don't think I put it A tier. It's hovering between an A and a B for me. I don't know where I put Impel Down. Impel Down can easily go one or the other. Damn it. I don't know where to put Impel Down. I knew I was going to run into a wall. I couldn't figure out where it was going to be. It was probably Impel Down. Damn it. I knew that one was going to get me. I knew it was going to get me. Damn it. I think Funk has, sorry, I read ahead. Impel Down probably. It definitely is. It's either top. Whoops. It's either top of B. I don't know if it has some good moments in it. It has some good moments in it. And Von Clay is such a standout fucking character. Such a standout character. Ooh. Ooh, where do I put it? Oh, I don't know where to put it. Am I fine with that? Impel Down to me easily could arguably go in A tier. Damn it. I'm going to leave it in B, and that one's undecided. Meaning I can go back and change them. These aren't 100% locked in. Some of these I've locked in, but some of these I haven't. Impel Down's a hard, I don't know, but that's where I'm going to put it. Marineford is S. We're not even going to debate that. Marineford is S. Marineford is S. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it, but Marineford is S. There's no way it can't be S. Marineford can only be S. I think it has to be S. I think I'm fine with that. I think that's where it needs to go. Plus the extended Luffy flashback at the end. I think it has to be S tier. I don't really think there's any more argument with that one. Marineford is S. Return to Sabaody is a mostly kind of a heartwarming, emotional, yay, the crew's back together kind of arc. Because if you take that out of it, it has nothing else going for it. Not a goddamn thing. I think objectively it's got to go at bottom of. I low-key don't even want to put it. You know what? I'll put it at it's at the bottom of B. Easily can slip into a C tier for me. And now here comes another controversial one. Fishman Island. Now Fishman Island we've been talking about since fucking the end of Ennis Lobby. I want that to be said. Ennis Lobby back in the 300s is what Fishman Island's been set up for. And considering Fishman Island unofficially kicks off the New World Saga arcs, it's not that it was hyped up, but it was just things that people are looking forward to seeing. Fishman Island, I know the most of the fan base does not like. It's kind of in the same boat as Thriller Bark. And unfortunately, it's still carrying some of that Return to Sabaody energy with it, where it's like we're got some gags where we're repopulating, and it's like a transition into like new Straw Hat shenanigans. And Sanji's also unbearable, not unbearable, but he's like he's still one of his lower points in the arc. It's probably when his gag gets so bad it becomes a plot point, and people are just like, no, no, no. Fishman Island, though, for me, has gotta go. I think it has a lot of good things in it. It drags, and it has its portions of stupidity. I think it's gotta go this one. Fishman Island takes place at the bottom of the sea, so it's gotta be at the bottom of the list. Damn, I knew it. I think I'm gonna put it in B tier, low B tier, under Impel Down. I think I'm fine with it there. Punk Hazard's better than me. Punk Hazard's way better than me. I don't think it's A tier better than me, but it's better than me. Impel Down, I'm very strong because I think Impel Down is a really good arc. And then Dressrosa is going in D. Like, fuck. I always hate dealing with Dressrosa. I hate dealing with Dressrosa, bro. Zoe's going in A tier. Oh, no. So Dressrosa objectively is not a D tier arc, but man, it's like my least favorite part of the series. It's my least favorite part of One Piece, dog. It's the part of One Piece I have no interest to watch as a whole. There are scenes and moments in Dressrosa I like a lot. Punk Hazard, I don't want to disregard Punk Hazard. I think Punk Hazard is a really good opening. It drags a little bit with the fucking like slime monster and the body switching with Sanji specifically, and I'm kind of like whatever. And I think Sanji's character is overall better than Punk Hazard, but man, it takes him a minute to get his shit together. But man, Dressrosa, I hate it. Oh my god. I think it's one of the worst arcs for the Straw Hats specifically. I think it's one of Usopp's worst arcs. Actually, no, it is Usopp's worst arc for me. I'm not in love with it. It's pacing. I hate Don Flamingo's fucking crew. There's a lot of meandering going on. His crew is dog shit, which means a lot of the fights that they go through are dog shit. The Straw Hats, to me, get hoed in various ways. Robin has to play assist, which pisses me off. The only thing I got out of that I liked was the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. And only really two of those characters are standouts. Well, that's not fair. I probably won't do that. 1-0 D tier. Wow, we going crazy, guys. We ain't even got the 1-0 yet. Dressrosa is such an unappealing arc as a whole. The stuff with Dofi, the Bellamy stuff, oh my god, the Bellamy stuff. Damn it. I think Fujitora is a good part of Dressrosa. I like Gear 4 Luffy. I like the fight mostly with him and Law doing a double team on Dofi. But I really hate Usopp in that arc. I borderline despise him in that arc. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna leave Dressrosa in D right now. I'm gonna leave Dressrosa in D. I'm not really a fan of Dressrosa enough to put any higher than that. So, yeah, it's gonna stay in a D for me, dog. I just can't. I can't, bro. Not with Dressrosa. Damn. So our last, and also Zoe's A tier for just the quality of Zoe is just really good. Has some really funny jokes. Set up for Whole Cake Island. Stuff with Raftel, a lot of Robin focus. Even some stuff with Nami. I like Zoe a lot. I don't love Zoe, but I like Zoe a lot. I like Zoe a lot. And for a setup arc, it's really good. I like it a lot. I don't love it as much as Jaya, but I like it a lot. And then we get the Whole Cake. Whole Cake is such a weird experience for me. Because I don't think Whole Cake is amazing by any means. But it has a lot of good moments. But it's also one of the only arcs I literally am conflicted with the idea of Luffy winning that fight. I genuinely don't believe he should have beat Katakuri. Now, they didn't give a fuck about that, obviously. But it's also like one of Brook's best arcs for him. It's a really good Brook arc. Zoe comes close to S tier to me. Ooh, do I want to put Zoe? If I'm putting a setup arc in S tier, ooh, I think I probably put Jaya in S tier before I put Zoe. Personally, I think Jaya was really good. I'm gonna leave them as is. Like I said, we'll go back and revisit them. Whole Cake Island to me has a portion where it drags, but it does take the threat of a Yonko's crew seriously. No, listen, Rise Over Safe is a hard moment. It's absolutely one of the hardest moments in like post time skip. So it's definitely getting. That's why it's where it's at. It's definitely A tier. Like I said, all A tier can be argued for S tier. Whole Cake, god damn it. Whole Cake overall is a good arc. I don't where do I put it? Where do I put Whole Cake at? Oh. If I'm putting Whole Cake anywhere, Whole Cake's got Whole Cake's in the same road to me as Impel Down, where I don't know where to put it. It has some meandering I don't care for. The Sanji focus is fine. I don't love it, but it's okay. It's a very unconfident A. It's a very unconfident A. I'm conflicted. What's up, Antrite? What's up, Antrite? We're ranking One Piece arcs. We're almost done, actually. We're gonna go through a period of like reevaluating once we're done because I'm not confident with some of these. Whole Cake is probably gonna hang in A. And Wano to me, god damn it. The problem is that Wano drags, but it's nowhere near as bad. And it's another arc that properly represents a fucking Yonko strength. Oh no. Oh no. If I gotta put Wano somewhere. Wano's to me is either A or low S. I low-key want to give it S, I'm gonna be real with you. It's a very unconfident S. That's my problem with Wano. Like, I like Wano, but I don't know if I like it enough to put it S tier, but it's definitely a good arc. Damn it. Whole Cake and Wano are like the two I'm very unsure about. I feel like I need to rewatch both of those arcs. Particularly, probably more so Wano than Whole Cake. Oh, man. I'm gonna do it. Where did it? Oh shit, where'd it go? Hold on. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? The 3 S tiers are Alabasta, Water 7, Marineford, and I'm putting Wano in there. It's a very unconfident Wano. I'm gonna be real with you on that one. I know Wano's an A or S, but I don't know if it deserves S. And then we're not ranking Egghead because Egghead isn't out yet, right? Like Egghead isn't done yet, so I don't want to rank Egghead. Egghead. I want to make an Ed and Eddie joke. I really do. I'm trying to think. I do have a One Piece question, though. Why haven't they put the series on Blu-ray yet? I have no fucking idea. Sky P is an A tier. Wait, how are you watching the stream? It should be big enough on the shorts mode for you to see it. Like, I don't know if you're watching it on your phone, but it should be pretty big for you to be able to see it. But if it's not, let me know. So to go through it, so you guys that can't see it clearly don't know, S tier currently is Alabasta, Water 7, Marineford, Wano. A tier is Thriller Bark, In His Lobby, Sabaody, Jaya, Skypiea, Arlong Park, Zoe, and Whole Cake Island. B is Impel Down, Punk Hazard, Fishman Island, Drum Island, Amazon Lily, Little Garden, Whiskey Peak, Return to Sabaody. C tier is Barati 8, Log Town, or Rogue Town, Syrup Village, what is that? Oh, Reverse Mountain. What is that? Oh, Long Ring, Long Land, Orange Town, Romance Dawn, and D tier is Dressrosa. Ooh, I don't know. There's a couple. I'm curious where everyone else feels. How do people feel about that list? So, at least, are there any arguments for move up or down that anybody wants to make for certain arcs? This is your time to speak and critique because I'm very conflicted on a couple of these, but I want to see where everyone else's head's at. You agree with the top 3? Alabasta, Water 7, Marineford? Cool. I'm just... I don't know how I feel. I don't know if Wano justifies an S tier. I'll start with that one. The ones I'm the most unsure about is Wano, Whole Cake, Impel Down. I think those are the 3 I'm the most unsure about. Impel Down to me could easily go in A tier. I don't know what is the line for Impel Down not to be an A tier. Ooh, I don't. What is the line for it not to be an A tier? I think I'm gonna move. I think I'm gonna move Impel Down to A tier. I think I'm gonna move it here. I think I'm gonna move it there. I think Impel Down can go into A tier. Whole Cake is a weird spot to me. Am I fine with it being at the bottom of A tier for me? Kind of. The problem with Whole Cake is the Sanji's family part, the Pudding being evil, and then that turning into her falling in love with him again. Katakuri losing to Luffy. The long drawn out interaction with Big Mom from avoiding her fucking attacks while they're waiting for Luffy and Sanji to get back to them. I don't know how I feel about any of that. I think it. You know what? I think I'm mostly fine with Whole Cake. And Wano is such a big art with a lot of cool stuff in it. I know I'm late, but I was able to catch you live. I will watch it later, but wanted to say what's up and saying in chat. Y'all have a good day. Thanks, Joshua. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Sanji X Pudding. Oh, no, I like Sanji X Pudding. I do like that as a couple. I'm fine with that as Sanji X Pudding. Does Wano... You know what? I think I'm fine with this list. I think I'm fine with this list mostly. I think I'm mostly fine with this list. The only ones I can see changing potentially is Wano and Whole Cake, and that's from a rewatch. I've rewatched almost every other arc except for those later ones. So I feel pretty cemented in my opinions of anything pre-time skip. Post-time skip's a little bit shakier, with the shakiest probably being Whole Cake and Wano. Zoe, even though I haven't rewatched Zoe, I don't see Zoe going down. I can see Zoe going up. I don't see Zoe going down. Wano, I think I'm fine with overall. I think I'm overall fine with Wano. And Whole Cake, I think is fine. I'm fine with Whole Cake being bottom A tier. And I'm fine with Punk Hazard being top B tier. I think I'm fine with this list. I think I'm pretty fine and content with the list. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. I think I'm good with this. I know some of you guys might have your different opinions and takes, but I think I'm good with this personally. I think I'm fine with this. So if anyone has their thoughts or comments they want to put out, they can go ahead. But I think I'm fine with how this is. I know not everybody's gonna jive with it, but I think I'm pretty content. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I'm really looking over everything to see. I'm fine with Baratier being top C tier. Punk Hazard being top B tier. Thriller Bark being top A tier for me. And Alabasta being top S tier. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. I think I'm content with the placement. I don't really see anything I need or want to change. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to add. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like racking my brain for a second. I don't think I have anything else to add. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So, that is my One Piece tier list ranking. Dressrosa is a fucking disappointment. You will not convince me otherwise. Thriller Bark needs more love and respect. Alabasta is goated. I feel the only thing, you know what? I'm trying to make sure. I low-key want to put Jai and Zoe up there. I really do. Nah, I think I'm good. I think we're good. So, yeah, that's my One Piece ranking. The stream is a little bit shorter, and I apologize for the issues we had in the beginning with me experimenting with this shorts format, but I hope you guys at least enjoyed the stream and the video. And let me know if you want me to do more shorts content like this, where it's like a stream. I think the next time I do it, I might just play a game and see how that goes. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to add to it. I think I'm happy with what I got. Don't do Dressrosa again. Dressrosa has a lot of good shit in it, but I can't. I genuinely don't like rewatching it, like low key. Well, not the whole thing. As entirety, nah. Some of it, sure, but not all of it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. Yeah. Yeah. So, I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm gonna stop rambling here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support. Tomorrow, catch me on Twitch with more Persona 3 Reload. We're getting down to the end of the main game. We got a couple more things to go through, but we're almost done with most of the main game stuff. And at that point, we're going to bust through and fucking try to finish Persona 3 in the next month or so. Because I believe in September is when we get the influx of, hey, by the way, Persona 3 Reload DLC. So, yeah. But with that being said, this has been your boy, the Insane Game Freak. Life is indeed a game. We do indeed play to win. And I think I'll catch you guys later. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your night. And I will see you tomorrow night for more shenanigans. Peace out. Peace out.